Good afternoon. Today's City Council meeting, January 9, 24. And please, clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Yamas. Alderwoman Garza.
Here.
Alderman Masiacos.
Present.
Alderman Donnell.
Here.
Alderman Franco.
Here.
Alderman Seville.
Here.
Alderman Tolliver.
Here.
Alderwoman Smith. Here. Alderman Bug. Alderman Bug. Alderwoman Bade.
Here.
Alderman Lash.
Present.
Alderman Warman.
Here.
All right. Alderman Bug. Move on.
Okay, special vote we needed for Alderman Lamas, Alderman Seville, and Alderman Bag requested permission to participate remotely for Section 280 based on the reasonable anticipation of non-extended illness. If there is a motion to
So
allow
moved. Second.
Alderman Lamas, Alderman Seville, and Alderman
Second.
Bag to participate remotely. Who make a motion?
Me.
Motion by Patty Smith,
Second.
Second by
Second.
Alderman Franco.
Alderman Bate.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
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 Okay,
Aye.
motion already passed. Alderman
As many of you-
Seville,
As many of you know, I am currently under the weather and cannot preside over the meeting remotely this evening. So without objection, I'm going to ask Alderman Franco to preside in my stead.
Thank you, Alderman Seville. Is there a motion to approve the appointment of a
So
sergeant at
moved.
arms for this
Second.
meeting? We have a motion by Alderman Smith, second by Alderman Garza. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries by voice vote. Before we start the Pledge of Allegiance, Alderman Bug, are you here with us? Okay. Please stand for tonight's Pledge of Allegiance, and we'll have tonight's invocation given by Alderman Donnell. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you please join me in prayer? Dear Lord, please watch over us as we do the work of the city. Give us wisdom. Please watch over those that can't be with us tonight and give them health. Please watch over our first responders, police, fire, and those in active service. Help us to have the wisdom to make right decisions tonight. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Alderman Donnell.
You're welcome.
Mr. Mohammed, would you start with the Community Affairs presentation, please?
Good evening to the Mayor Pro Tem in his place and the City Council. Welcome back to our first official City Council meeting of 2024. We are excited for the year ahead. Excited for the winter season, the holiday season that just passed. A very successful and joyous season here in Aurora. You know, we had a number of holiday events happening throughout the months of November and December. The Chris Kendall Market Aurora, ran its 30 days, our second annual one, and we're proud to announce, as the news release said at the end of last week, we had 240,000 visitors here in Aurora, Chris Kendall Market this year. 240,000. Absolutely amazing. It's 100,000 more than last year, and we know that the years ahead are just so wide and so open, so much potential. We saw an increase in booths, an increase in foot traffic, and that traffic we saw, just head into our downtown. We talked to our restaurant owners who, a number of them said they couldn't, they had to close their reservations, particularly on weekends, because of all of the traffic that came. So the plan is definitely working, bringing people here to Aurora, experiencing the Aurora area, and those who live here, who reside here, enjoying downtown Aurora. We also had the 17th annual Festival of Lights, and we're proud to say that we had our biggest turnout yet with 52,000 cars that came through the Festival of Lights. Absolutely wonderful. With that, hold that applause, second applause. We raised $80,000 in free will donations. Amazing. And we couldn't do that without the help of the 122 volunteers who stood out there those 30 nights. And although we didn't have any bitterly cold nights, we had some very chilly nights, some rainy nights that our volunteers were out. A number of you were out on some nights. A number of our boards and commissioners, and of course our department and division heads and community volunteers, 122 people making that happen. So we look forward to planning for next year as well. So a very successful holiday season. Thanks to everybody who helped to make it possible. And now as we enter into the year, we enter into our first big event of the year. It's you see on the screen, the 39th annual Martin Luther King ceremony. Began 39 years ago by Fred Rogers, Cynthia Miller, Cynthia Latimer, and the late Alderwoman Shakita Hart Burns. So our first one in 39 years without the Alderwoman here. Certainly bittersweet as we plan this without her, but we look forward to a wonderful evening on Monday at 6 o'clock at Calvary Church with the youngest PhD candidate in the country, 17-year-old Dr. Dorothy Tillman from Chicago, and the popular actor, Tyler Lepley, both speaking to the theme, What Happens to a Dream Determined. Youth performances, youth awards, just a wonderful night. I know a number of you have already RSVP'd, but we look forward to seeing you there at Calvary Church as well. And now tonight, in our first meeting here of the year, we will start our quarterly staff recognitions. So every quarter, we will recognize those staff members who've received achievements and accolades from other sources, and those who just gone on to do some pretty amazing things during the quarter. So when you talk about the theme of Martin King Day, what happens to a dream determined, we have two women here tonight who certainly, have dreams that have been determined, and they've watched them materialize in just amazing work in their respective departments. Our first recipient of the Mayor's Award of Excellence. We're going to ask the Mayor Pro Tem to please come down and join us. She has been a long time staffer here, 25 plus years here in Aurora, and this fall, or earlier, later in the last year, she received, and the department received from the Illinois Code Enforcement Association, the Code Agency of the Year for the state of Illinois goes to none other than our own Ruthie Harris. Oh yes, in our Property Standards Division. So Ruthie, come on down. We can have you right down front. We'll pull the microphone over.
I do. For you.
This is our official award from the Illinois Code Enforcement Agency of the Year.
Well, I'd like to present this award, and well-deserved, by the way. Mayor's Excellence Award is honorably presented to Property Standards Division, Ruthie Harris, CCEO, CCEA, MCEP Director, for being named the 2023 Illinois Code Agency of the Year by the Illinois Association of Code Enforcement. You set new standards for property standards and raised the bar for us all. Congratulations on a well-deserved recognition.
Thank you.
Again, the top code agency for all of Illinois, given each year. We can stand in front of the microphone stand, or we can step in front of the microphone stand. Given each year to one code enforcement agency who sets the bar for all other agencies. And of course, the work that our Property Standards Division does is bar none, the best around, clearly as recognized by the Illinois Association of Code Enforcement. Ruthie, you have comments?
To be recognized by the Illinois Association of Code Enforcement was something that I was very proud of. And to receive this Excellence Award from the mayor is an achievement that I actually am proud of as well. And I want to thank my direct leaders, which John Curley and Josh Ream, for trusting me and leading my department to where we got to today. And for the administration and the mayor, who is not here, I want to say thank you to that group, because you guys celebrate us no matter how small or how large our accomplishments are. You celebrate us, but you make us all feel as equal, and you make us feel seen. So thank you.
Josh come down. Any other folks from the division will come on down, take a picture of them.
And I was nervous, so my voice was cracking. I don't care, I don't have a good quarterback.
Another big round of applause for the code enforcement agency of the state of Aurora. And so we have one Rankin, Illinois department and another Rankin, Illinois employee here. The Illinois Fire Service Administrative Professionals is a division of the Illinois Fire Chiefs Association, dedicated to the growth and the education of the administrators who help to move the fire science field forward. And each year they elect an administrator of a year throughout the state of Illinois, someone who sets that standard of really moving the department forward with administrative work, with community work, with professional growth and development. And this year, the 2023 Illinois Fire Services Administrative Professional of the Year is our own AFD admin, Roseanne Hernandez. Deputy Chief, and come on down, round of applause for all of our firefighters.
I'll go for a little bit further here. We'll inch up a little bit. How we doing? We got enough room? I can go up a little further.
We're good.
All right. We're going to be in North Aurora here soon.
Hope not.
Good one. So I'd like to present this Mayor's Award of Excellence. It's honorably presented to Roseanne Hernandez for being named the 2023 Administrative Professional of the Year by the Illinois Fire Service Administration Professionals and the Illinois Fire Chiefs Association. You represent the Aurora Fire Department and the City of Aurora with excellence. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition. Congratulations. Wonderful. Come on, there's room. We'll come over. We got some room. Yeah, I know it.
We can give a round of applause to her family.
Wow, good one.
Now you're not going to be able to see the firemen.
That's all right. They're up there. That's all right. Feel their energy back there. Hi, guys. Roseanne, would you like to make a little speech?
First of all, I want to thank God for this opportunity that He's given me to serve a city as great as the city of Aurora and a department of first responders, our chief, our mayor. What an honor it is for me to have this opportunity. And I can say it wouldn't be, I humbly say I didn't deserve this by myself. It's a team effort because we work as a team, as a city, as a department. And I'm so grateful and humbly accept this award. And I also thank my family for backing us, being there for me also, and supporting me for the work that we do to move forward. And I appreciate our first responders and all they do. And I humbly love serving them and being a support for them. Thank you.
There we go. Awesome. Thank you so much, Roseanne. Ruthie. And at the break, we'll do more photos in the hallway if we can there. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Always good to see you, really. see you guys. Always good to see you, brother. Take care, man. Good to see you. What's up? Good to see you.
Clayton, are we done with the presentations? Okay. I'd like to take this moment to give everybody the opportunity, if they want to take off for the presentation since they're over. Welcome to stay for the city council meeting, but I know sometimes there's places to go, especially with the weather like this. So we'll give everybody an opportunity if they want to file out, but you're welcome to stay. Madam Clerk, do we have any members of the public wishing to offer public comment?
We do.
Madam Clerk, would you please read our rules for public comment?
Pursuant to the Open Meetings Act, all persons shall be permitted an opportunity to address public officials under the rules established and recorded by the council. Under our rules, any person may address the city council for up to 3 minutes, with a maximum of 30 minutes allotted for all public comment. No person, other than the timekeeper or the chair for the purpose of maintaining order, may interrupt a person recognized for public comment during his or her comments. Members of the city council shall not engage with nor respond to a speaker during the time set aside for public comment. Staff is directed to follow up with members of the public with respect to any concerns raised during public comment within the scope of the city's authority following the adjournment of this meeting.
Madam Clerk, will you please read the name of the first person to offer public comments this evening?
Yes, we have one registered speaker. It's Sanait Akba Michael.
Tonight, offer Michael, you have 3 minutes, and you may begin now.
Okay. I'm here to defend the TIF program for the casino. I feel like the casino is the economic growth for Aurora. It is bringing job creator. Will be one of the largest employer. It will be one of the largest employer for Aurora. And it is bringing a tax revenue for the city. And the tax revenue will help, stop the city from increasing the taxes. And also, the retail sales around the casino will grow. We're talking about Chicago Premium, or the gas stations will have more traffic. And also, a lot of the gas stations around there are very happy that the casino will be there. They are looking forward for the traffic. So we're going to have more visitors coming from Wisconsin or Chicago or anywhere else. So it is bringing traffic to Aurora. So I feel like the casino should get the TIF in order to build their casino. Why should they bring traffic to Aurora from everywhere? And they should get something for themselves. Also, they are creating jobs. So the unemployment rate for Aurora will drop if they hire more people from Aurora residents. Like, for example, that security job could go for Aurora Police Department. And instead of taking all the jobs for themselves, we can ask for maybe the accountant should be from Aurora. And also, it is bringing entertainment. Last time when we had the discussion, a lot of people who complain, I feel like they are waiting. The casino is a business. It's like it is concentrating, bringing profit for the business, for the casino. They are not a social service, so they don't owe us anything for free. If they ask TIF money to build the casino, they should be allowed because they are creating jobs. Even though it is $1 billion company, they have to get something for themselves. They're bringing jobs. They are job creators, so they should get the TIF money, to build they are financing their building. It's part of business, so the city should give them the TIF money. We need the casino here. We don't want to drive all the way to Joliet to use the casino. All the big malls, the casino, we need them here. If they are asking for the TIF money, they should get it because it is business. They are here to make a profit. They are not a social service. It's not a Catholic charities. Business is to make a profit. Even if the casino is $1 billion business, they should get a TIF money to build their business here. We need the casino here. I don't feel like driving all the way to Chicago to use a casino. We need the entertainment here in Aurora, Illinois. And they are bringing us jobs, and all the restaurants around there will have more
Thank you
customers.
for your comments. Madam Clerk, do we have anybody else wishing to speak?
We do not.
Thank you. Next, we'll hear both the consent agenda and the direct-to-council consent agenda in full. Clerk, will you please read both agendas in full?
230991, a resolution authorizing the award of a contract for the 2024 citywide sanitary sewer CIPP lining project to Hare Construction in the bid amount of $1,148,478.00. 230994, a resolution authorizing the Director of Purchasing to enter into an agreement with Donegal Services in Lamont in the amount of $56,050 for building demolition at 14 South LaSalle Street. 231013, a resolution authorizing the purchase of a turf maintenance sprayer from Randers through Sourcewell for $109,819.86. 231020, a resolution authorizing the Director of Purchasing to execute a professional services agreement with Walker Consultants in the amount of $93,470 for a downtown parking study. 231022, a resolution authorizing the Director of Purchasing to adopt unit prices for the purchase of census water meters. 230397, a resolution accepting the improvements and maintenance security for Laurelton Place, Whitethorn Drive. 231046, approval of the minutes of the Tuesday, December 12, 2023 City Council meeting. 231052, approval of the minutes of the Tuesday, December 19, 2023 City Council meeting. 231053, approval of the minutes of the Tuesday, December 22nd, 2023 Special City Council meeting. 240006, a resolution accepting the improvements and maintenance security for a new warehouse, 2655 Orchard Gateway Road.
So moved.
Are there any questions or motions to remove any of the items from either the direct-to-council consent agenda or the consent agenda? We have a motion by Alderwoman Garza. Do we have a second?
Second.
By Alderwoman Smith. Were there no further questions, will the clerk please call the roll on both consent agendas?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
30882, a resolution to provide annual true-up to Scientel Solutions in Aurora for preventative maintenance and support of citywide CCTV for a total of $71,765.
Second.
So we have a motion by Alderwoman Smith, second by Alderwoman Garza. Are there any questions or discussions regarding this resolution? Alderman Lash.
Not a lengthy discussion. I don't intend to necessarily influence the outcome of the vote. But I'll be a no vote on this simply because Scientel has donated almost $160,000 to various elected officials in this board, and I feel that's unethical, while legal. and
Excuse
ethical.
me, can we please stay on topic? That comment was unethical.
I was just
That
explaining.
comment
I
was
ex-
unethical. Stay on
Alderman Lash,
topic.
I would ask you that when we do these things, keep it, we don't want to use this as a platform for anything other than dealing with the actual positions that we're looking at tonight, the resolution. So it would be more appropriate if we just dealt with what the facts and the data is, as opposed to making suggestive comments about somebody's conduct or lack thereof. So I appreciate if we just move on to the facts and the data.
In the past, you've asked for explanation on votes, so I'm offering my explanation.
Are there any other further questions or comments? All right, hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
No.
And Alderman Warman?
Yes.
11 yes, 1 no.
Thank you. Would you please read the next item on the agenda?
230883, a resolution to provide annual true-up to Scientel Solutions in Aurora for network infrastructure managed services of citywide network infrastructure for an amount not to exceed $139,000
So moved.
$139,000 and $139,050.
Thank you. We have a motion by Alderwoman Smith, second by Alderwoman Garza. Are there any questions or discussion regarding this resolution? Hearing none, clerk, will you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
No.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
11 yes, 1 no.
Thank you. Would you please read the next item under unfinished business?
230973, an ordinance making minor amendments to the First Amendment to the redevelopment plan and project for the City of Aurora, West Farnsworth Tax Increment Financing District Number 7.
Is there a motion to adopt
So
this
moved.
ordinance? We have a motion by Alderwoman Smith,
Second?
we have a second by Alderwoman Garza. Are there any questions or discussions regarding this ordinance? Hearing none, clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
No.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
11 yes, 1 no.
Thank you. This, this one passes also. Madam Clerk, would you please read the next item under unfinished business?
23-1006, an ordinance approving a First Amendment to the City of Aurora, West Farnsworth Tax Increment Financing District Number 7, redevelopment project area plan and project.
Is there a
So
motion to
moved.
adopt this ordinance?
So
We
moved.
have a
Second.
motion by Alderwoman Smith, second by Alderwoman Garza. Are there any questions or discussion regarding this ordinance? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
No.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
11 yes, 1 no.
Thank you. That also passes. Madam Clerk, would you read the next item under unfinished business?
23-1007, an ordinance designating the City of Aurora, West Farnsworth Tax Increment Financing District Number 7, amended redevelopment project area.
So moved.
There's a
Second?
motion to adopt this ordinance. We have a motion by Alderwoman Smith, second by Alderwoman Garza. Are there any questions or discussions regarding this ordinance? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
No.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
11 yes, 1 no.
Thank you. That also passes. Madam Clerk, would you read the next item under unfinished business?
23-1008, an ordinance adopting tax increment financing for the City of Aurora, West Farnsworth Tax Increment Financing District Number 7, amended redevelopment project area.
So moved.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Smith.
Second.
We have a second by Alderwoman Garza. Are there any questions or discussions regarding this ordinance? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
No.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
11 yes, 1 no.
Thank you. That also passes. And the next one, Madam Clerk, would you please read the next one?
23-1044, a resolution authorizing the provision of American Rescue Plan Act funding for Aurora Civic Center Authority in the amount of $4,500,000 for 2024.
So
Is there a
moved.
motion to
Second.
approve this resolution? We have a motion by Alderwoman Smith, second by Alderman Garza. Are there any questions or discussion regarding this resolution?
I do, Mr. Mayor. Pro Tem.
Alderman Lash, go ahead, please.
Sure. First of all, I want to thank the staff for getting back on a couple of questions. But I did have a specific question to item number 3 in the questions and answers that you provided, Mr. Alexandru. the ACA got 10 million from the federal government and 5.5 million December 6th. And then we're now looking another 4.5 million. But I think you said that this grant is step 2 of a 3-step plan for financial assistance. What's the third step look like?
I'm sorry, what's the third step look like?
Yes. How much are we looking at?
That is still under active discussion and analysis. It's what I said at the Finance Committee, and I believe, said it at COW, and I'm happy to reiterate it, that this is a critical step 2 tonight. I think we've provided the full explanation to the council. The third step is looked at as the final step. We have been working consistently and collaboratively with ACA and our finance team, looking at the plan we would bring back. I think you may have referenced it as a report in one of the questions, but we're not bringing a report back. We're actually going to bring a plan back for council consideration and approval, which the purpose is to finally set the sails and chart the final course for ACA, final success, separating from the maladies and the effects of COVID. And so part of that process, if you will, is tonight's action. We were very pleased with what we saw from how ACA has rebounded to date, how they judiciously used the $5.5 million from the first phase, but they're still not there. And so I hope everybody, we distributed the questions and answers to everyone. I want to make clear again that the $4.5 million is not to be used for capital. It's not being used for the immersive theater. That $2.3 million that Tim referenced was already budgeted, already baked into their budget. They are proceeding with that. The 4.5 is going to plug critical areas of operational need to get them to this third and final phase that we are working very hard on with our team. And again, Erica and Tim and their board have been very collaborative, very transparent. They've provided everything we've asked for. So we've got the best folks working on this to help our great partner, not just in our downtown, but for our entire city, to finally be free and as far as they can be from the effects of the pandemic.
Okay, and then the only other number that I'm really concerned about long-term that I expressed to Tim in my meeting with him this afternoon is, I feel like if there's going to be a continued financial ask of the city, we need to know what that number is. So across the board, and I know there's a lot of moving pieces, but it does seem to be that there's been a pretty regular dependency. I am aware of, the effects of COVID, but eventually that's going to wear out. And if there is a dollar amount, I just feel like we need to know what it is.
I think, Alderman, we're going to agree to disagree on that. I wouldn't call it a dependency. This is a partnership. This dates back many, many years. This is not a new phenomenon under this administration or this council. We go back as evidence to the River Edge Park agreement, where they have run River Edge Park pre-COVID and post-COVID to a very high level. The collaboration, the last evidence I can just celebrated tonight when Clayton talked about Chris Kindle Market. We could not have done and attracted the German American Club to Aurora and to the site without the assistance of ACA. And every step of the way, this council has been apprised. We have pulled no surprises. We have kept nothing hidden from anybody on this council. Going back to every agreement with ACA, intergovernmental agreement, that has been discussed, brought forward, and this council and prior councils have approved. So the 5.5 was not a surprise to anybody. This 4.5 is not, but the cake is not yet baked. The script has not yet been finalized for production, as they say in the business. So you will be the first to know when we are ready, and we hope to be ready very soon. But it's a difficult, how can I put this? We want it to come sooner, but there are a lot of factors out of the city and out of ACA's control. But in the end, we're seeing tremendously positive results. The collaboration with Disney, for example, the fact that we're going to be able to show Frozen in 2024, and then start programming Disney-branded shows starting in 2025. A massive get for ACA and for the city. Everywhere they've done that, they have been wildly successful. The immersive theater. We are not starting with some unknown startup product. We're starting with $1 Million Quartet, which was wildly successful when ACA hosted it at Paramount, and it's wildly successful, and it was a multi-year negotiation to get the rights to $1 Million Quartet. So this is kudos to ACA and the talent and their reputation. While other theaters have suffered and continue to suffer, we feel for them, but we have our own business to take care of, and we have partnered consistently pre-COVID, during COVID, and since COVID to ensure their success. Because we have said many times, they are one of our 4 pillars of economic revenue. And as they go, that's a major pillar for the city revenues. And I still can't believe, as I'm standing here tonight, that at one time in our recent history, all 4 pillars were closed, shut down. And in fact, we got an email this morning from somebody who could not come tonight for public comment, and one of the things the email said was other entities could make adaptations during COVID, restaurants and bars could do carryout, etc., but the Paramount Theater was dark. So we're here, we'll answer everybody's questions, we will continue to work hard. There's not an organization I've ever dealt with that relies more heavily on data and evidence, marketing, outreach, customer service than ACA and the Paramount. And I think the results speak for themselves.
Alderwoman Smith.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. 240,000 people came through Kris Kringle Market in 30 days. Without it, we wouldn't have had any of those people. 1,000 people more than the year before.
100,000.
100,000
Right.
people more than the year
Correct.
before. But the trickle-down effect is there too, because I've talked to, as Clayton alluded to, we were speaking to one of our restaurant owners, and she said in that 30 days that Kris Kringle Mart was opened, they had a 30% increase in their sales, that they had to close down their reservations and they had to turn people away. And the same was experienced by 2 brothers across the street. That's not nothing. That's big. A time where they would have been slow, they would have not had a lot of business because the weather was changing. They had a 30% increase. So this is just an example of what ACA brings to our city.
Thank you. I really want to give credit to our staff. When we put the challenge out to both the Kindle Market organizers, ACA, as well as our staff, how do we take it to the next level based on what we learned from year 1, they went and did it at an exceedingly high level. So for example, the additional decorations, the wayfinding, the QR codes, people discovered, sure, the social media with all those decorations, multiple hour waits at Two Brothers, waits at Craft Urban, waits at El Tiro, people walking around, and there's ways to track that with different technology. But one of the best things, might be a little nerdy of me, but when I think back, the park in the winter is shut down, right? It's now active. We all know about the commuter parking decline since COVID and whether it's all going to come back or not. Our parking fund, where I think we're finalizing the numbers, Chris, but we're at almost $400,000 in revenue from the Kindle Market parkers. Not to mention the days where not only was the commuter lots full for parking, but across the street, the parking lots off a river, and people enjoying the bridge and taking pictures of all the lights. So we're very, very pleased, and we continue to work with them to make next year even better.
Alderman Masiacos.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I know we have the chairman here of the CVB, and I know they track certain data. I just can't help but the excitement of all the progress that's been happening. Are we also keeping track of certain data as well, financially, and what that means to translate to the city? I mean,
Yes.
dollar-wise?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Yes. And so we have a matrix, so it's definitely, I mean, $100,000, I don't want to think about how much more. I mean, it's got to be more considerable between what they buy, parking, restaurants, in addition to what my colleague here, Alderwoman Smith said as well. So how quickly can we get our hands on that data? To help
Well, I mean, there's always lag time. There's certain data that I think Chris explained last time we can't really break out to a
I'm not looking
granular.
for just a time
But
frame.
right now, a lot of anecdotal information. We know that the downtown Holiday Inn, for example, similar to what they experienced during River Edge Park summer events, where people book there to stay for concerts and then go to dinner. We've had people book and stay for Kindle Market to go multiple days. Marin, the director, told me a story about a family that came from, I'm trying to think where they're rabid collectors of the mugs. So they've gone to every Kindle Market across the country,
Sure.
and their favorite one so far has been the Aurora one.
But like I'm thinking here, 4, 5, 6 months to get some data over that time frame period of the Kindle Market. I mean, I think it's something we should celebrate as well down the road.
Well, we want to keep growing it. That's, as you know, being around here for a while and listening to me, this is really the,
We don't have a choice. But
well, this, amen to that. But we have tried with everything we're doing to attract revenue-generating
No, but
entities
what I'm-
that don't hit our
what I-
taxpayers, but hit visitors and, special events and,
But we celebrate a fair amount of things here in the city, and I think this is something that
We definitely will.
Continue to celebrate here.
And we will do that.
Perhaps That'd be appreciated. Thank you so
and we
much.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Before we go to a vote, I just want to mention, I look at numbers sometimes and things stick out. And when we have $230 million in economic development or gain because of
Impact, right.
impact over 12 years, that's $19 million a year. We're spending $10 million over 3 years. That's not even our money. It's to be used for this. It seems like it's an investment that you can't pass up because 19 million versus the 10 over 3 years, it doesn't make any sense if we didn't do it. So I don't want to say we'd be irresponsible if we weren't going down this path, but when you look at the numbers, the math kind of tells you you have to. It's almost like a given that you have to. Based on what we get, based on what we spend, at the end of the day, we're net ahead. And as long as we're net ahead, I don't see that this path we're going down is a bad path. So I just want to throw that out there. Because that's a significant amount of money every year, $19 million. So I just want to throw that out there because sometimes this leads you to a conclusion that is like a given. And I think that's kind of what this does. So with that said, Clerk.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Is that Alderman Yamas?
Alderman Bug.
Bug. I'm sorry, Alderman Bug. Go
They all
ahead.
got colds.
Thank you. To follow up to Alderman Masiacos, I just want to get a feel, and I appreciate the memo that you sent out, Mr. Alexandru, and laying out the details there. And I know you're sitting down with them, the team. Can you kind of give us the time frame on when you think we'll have the large presentation? Are we talking 6 months? Are we talking 12 months? Whatever you and Tim and Jim feel comfortable with, but what is the time frame we're looking at?
We would like to come back to the council by April of this year. And like we've done with other significant projects, because this will be more significant it will probably qualify for some advanced discussion with aldermen, how we've done it before with projects, sitting down 2 by 2, diving deep, having ACA there with us. We want to get this right. We want you all to have all the information. We want you all to have a comfort level with what we're going to be doing. So this is not, again, one of these plug-and-play situations. So we will talk to you again, and then be strategic about where and when this will come and what it will look like.
Are you good with that, Alderman Bug?
Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Alderman Bug.
Okay. Alderman Denell, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, one final thing. I am the chairman of the Aurora Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, and I do have a finance meeting tomorrow with Court Carlson. They do an excellent job, as we saw a presentation a few weeks ago, of estimating what the financial impact of events held in Aurora are, or other communities specifically. So I'm going to talk to Court tomorrow. Maybe you want to follow up him, but I'm pretty sure that he could help you out with those numbers.
We've been in regular contact. Court's another very valuable, and as your organization is a very valuable partner. So we have been talking to them, and we will continue to, as well as our folks at Invest Aurora. We've been leveraging their wonderful data person there, and so we've got a lot of great resources to continue to succeed.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right, with that, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver? Yes. Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
Abstain.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
11 yes, 0 no.
Thank you. And we'll move on to new business now. Is there a motion to suspend the rules to
So
consider items that are
moved.
new business?
Second.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Smith, second by Alderwoman Garza. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Mayor Pro Tem,
Yes,
what are
sir.
we voting on?
We're suspending the rules for new
Oh,
business.
yes.
Sorry.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
Yes.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
12 yes, 0 no.
Thank you. Motion carries. Clerk, would you please read the title of the item under new business?
240007, a resolution approving the appointment of Viviana Ramirez as Chief Community Services Officer.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Smith. We have a second by Alderwoman Garza. Are there any questions or discussions regarding this resolution? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
No.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
Yes.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
11 yes, 1 no.
This resolution is approved. Congratulations, Viviana. Madam Clerk, would you read the next item under new business?
24-0008, a resolution approving the appointment of Antonio Martinez as Chief Communications and Marketing Officer.
So moved.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Smith, second by Alderwoman Garza. Are there any questions or discussions regarding this resolution?
Yes.
Alderman Bug, go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Martinez, I just have a request for your future position. We know you've done a great job with your work in the past. So pertaining to this meeting, since I have you there, when we were in Zoom, we used to do audio and visual checks before our meetings. When we moved over to Teams, we stopped doing that. And in the platform we get in now, we come on and we hope that it works. There's no check. So I'm sure you'll work that out, that we can have those checks ahead of time and everything can run smoothly.
We will definitely do that for you. Thank you, Alderman Bug.
Appreciate it.
Are there any other questions? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade? Yes. Alderman Lash?
Yes.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
12 yes, 0 no.
Thank you. This resolution is approved. Congratulations, Tony Martinez. You know, with this appointment, every once in a while, you got to belt out a song, because I know that you can sing now.
Yes.
Part of the job.
And Viviana's got to do it with him.
There you go. Yes. Next item on the agenda is the treasurer's report. I acknowledge that the mayor has received the treasurer's report for November 2023. Does the staff wish to give a presentation regarding this report?
Thank you. Yes, I do, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem. Treasurer's report as of November 30th is enclosed in the packet tonight. We have, as of the end of this, that particular month, 1 month to go in the fiscal year. The trends that we've seen, quite frankly, for the other 10 months have pretty much held. And they're pretty much the same as they have been pretty much throughout the year. Things are good from a financial perspective. In terms of some of the specific numbers related to the general fund, we have approximately $220 million in revenues to go along with $189 million in expenditures. That results in roughly a $31 million surplus as of November 30th. I think it was about 27 to 28 million at the end of October. So we did add a little bit to our cash flow as of the end of November. Revenues as of the end of November were about 98% of the budget, and they are trending to be slightly above the budgeted amounts for the year. And the expenditures are at about 84% of the budget, currently trending below budgeted amounts for the year. In terms of the revenues, our income tax, our PPRT, permit revenue, and ambulance service revenues are all trending higher than anticipated. There's nothing else really remarkable in the treasurer's report. Pretty much everything else is held as it has throughout the fiscal year, and I'd be happy to answer any questions anyone may have.
Questions or comments? I do have a question.
Okay.
And it's not a typo. It's under the investment income. For this year, 729% increase. That's amazing. Amazingly good.
Yeah, it's above, that's the amount above budget, or projected to be above budget. Typically, we're pretty conservative in terms of budgeting our investment income, but we really were helped out in our investment portfolio by the increase in rates and the Fed increases that have happened over the past, I'll say, 12 to 15, maybe 18 months. We are seeing those start to moderate. As the economy, I don't know if anybody's been following it lately, but they are talking now about potential rate cuts as we move into 2024 and beyond in terms of the Fed. But in terms of our investment portfolio and that performance, it's really been a positive trend for the city.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm just wondering if we need to budget a little bit higher, because we're pretty good at making money on this stuff. Even the year before, we had quite a bit over, percentage-wise. So,
Yes.
yeah, good for us.
Yes.
Any other questions or comments on that? No questions? Okay, thank you, appreciate that.
Thank you.
Next, we'll move on to the bills.
Motion to pay our bills.
We have a motion by Alderman Smith, second by Alderwoman Garza. Any questions or discussion on the bills? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Yamas?
Yes.
Alderwoman Garza?
Yes.
Alderman Masiacos?
Yes.
Alderman Donnell?
Yes.
Alderman Franco?
Yes.
Alderman Seville?
Yes.
Alderman Tolliver?
Yes.
Alderwoman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Bug?
Yes.
Alderwoman Bade?
Yes.
Alderman Lash?
Yes.
Alderman Warman?
Yes.
12 yes, 0 no.
Motion carries. The bills are approved. There is no need for a closed session.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a
Second.
motion to adjourn by
Second.
Alderwoman Smith, and second by Alderwoman Garza. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned.